What's up, everybody? I'm Dreadful Gooz. I'm here at Murder the Mix Studios, and today we are going to be talking about this cabinet right down here and why I believe it is the new king of kings when it comes to guitar cabinets. Let's get it. If you are a follower of my channel, by the way, thank you, then you probably know that I love Fortin gear and that I have my own recording studio. Recently, business has been very, very good, and I decided to treat myself to something nice. So I decided to pick up a rear-loaded Fortin 4x12 cabinet loaded with V30s. Now, I believe the Fortin cab is priced fairly when you compare it to the Marshalls and the Mesas out there that you can buy. However, we are living in some pretty interesting times, and shipping rates have in some cases gone up. So just to get the cabinet, you have to pay about $200 in shipping. And on top of that, you need to purchase it through Reverb, not directly through Fortin, and that will add some money to the total because Reverb makes sure to charge you tax depending on what state you live in. Here in the New York, New Jersey area, you best believe they're gonna hit us with some tax. So by the time you finish checking out, you're paying almost about $1,500 for this cabinet. And when you spend that kind of money, you expect to be wowed by the product. And let me tell you, I am still wowed. And I've had it now for about, let's say, 3 weeks, and I am still wowed by this thing. I just released a video this week about how to mic up a guitar cab, and check that out. It's gonna be in one of these little cards up here. And I was going to do that video with my other cabs, my Randall Thrasher cabs, but I delayed doing that video because I wanted to do it with this one, and I am so happy that I did. Real quick, here's a clip from that video. No EQ, no post-processing, nothing on the master. Even the delay was not a plug-in. It came from my actual Boss DD7, which is on my pedal board right down here. Check this out, have a listen. The amplifier that I was using in that clip was my Randall Thrasher, which I absolutely love, and I have never heard that amplifier sound that damn good. I like a very dime bag, sharp, in-your-face type of tone, but sometimes when you try to mic up the other cabinets that I have in the room here, the Randall Thrasher cabs, it can be a little bit too much, and to try and tame that takes a little bit of time, sometimes too much time, especially when you're doing what I do in a professional setting. Time is money. You've got to be able to get your tones or your clients set up, and you know, you got to do things quickly. And you also have to do them right, but you do have to, you know, you can't take an eternity to be doing this stuff. And so when I tried the Thrasher for the first time with this cabinet, I was blown away with how fast I was able to dial in such a sick guitar tone. Like literally, I just put the microphone, pointed it at the cab, and you know, I've been doing this for a while, so I kind of know exactly what's a good starting point for me for the type of tone that I like. Just put the microphone there, And I was just like, whoa, this thing sounds amazing. Another amplifier that I've had for some time, or both of these amplifiers, are the Fortin Cali and the Fortin Sigil. And I have always had like a love-hate with them. It's like, I know they're great amps. I know they sound amazing, but they don't sound amazing when I record them. So what the hell's going on? Now, I tried both these amps, the Fortin Cali and the Fortin Sigil, with my Fortin 4x12, and I was just blown away again. I was just like, what the hell? Like, what sorcery is in this cabinet that just, it makes every amp sound so goddamn good? And I believe it has to do with it being a rear-loaded cab. Number one, it has V30s, which V30s for metal, if by now you don't know, then you need to watch some videos. The V30s and metal, they mesh together very well. But I also think one of the main reasons why this cabinet is so cool is because it is rear loaded and it gives you more of an old school type of sound. And my Randall Thrasher cabinets are front loaded and it's also ported. So that could probably explain why amplifiers who don't have a resonance switch or resonance knob that allows you to control the cabinet, the low end in the cabinet, that could possibly explain why some of these amps sound a little bit too bright and like they sound like they don't have enough bottom end. From my test that I've done, again, being a huge Dimebag Darrell fan, I love like a scoop sound, very sharp, you know, tons of highs. And again, this being a rear loaded cab, what I love about it is that it allows you to tame all the highs and really create a very even, strong, punchy, yet articulate, balanced guitar tone. Before we get to some more playing examples, let's take the grill cloth off and take a closer look at the construction of this cabinet. So real quick, let's take a look at the grill cloth. The material on the grill cloth is actually very thick. Most grill cloths, you can shine a light through it and see where the speaker is. I tried doing that with this one and you can't really see it too well, which, you know, might be a pain in the ass for some people, but in this case, they counteracted that with being able to just take this thing off. So it's not really a problem at all. But I actually like the fact that the grill cloth is thick because I think that also helps eliminate some of the high-end frequencies that people may find are a little bit too harsh when recording guitar or heavy distorted guitars. It's got this cool little flap right here that you can use to just pull this thing out. And it's attached by these four corners. There's like Velcro on these four corners. So that I thought was a pretty cool little invention that they did. So this is a pretty cool angle and I think it better illustrates what I was talking about. Let me see if I can zoom in here a little bit. So as you can see right here, these speakers are pretty, they're pretty in there. See, like I'm not even touching the speaker yet. Now is when I'm touching the speaker. You go a little bit deeper. And you can also see here that the speakers are not like right up against you. Let me zoom out. They're not right up against the grill cloth either. Like in my Randall Thrasher, my speakers are literally right here, you know? Whereas these, there's a nice little distance or like nice little gap. So the speakers are really, they're in there, man. They're loaded up from the back. Now again, I'm no speaker cabinet builder or designer, but the way this thing is built, definitely just, it has to be a huge contributing factor to how easy it is to just get an amazing guitar tone. This thing is built rock solid too. There is nothing about this cabinet that looks or feels cheap, and it definitely doesn't sound cheap at all. All right, enough talk. Let's hear these amplifiers in action. At the beginning of this video, I made a very huge claim saying that this new Fortin 4x12, the rear loaded cabinet, is the king of kings. And obviously that is in reference to the Mesa Boogie 4x12. For at least 2 decades now, the Mesa Boogie 4x12 has been the king of guitar cabinets, especially in the recording studio. If I'm going to make a claim this big, then I have to have some scientific proof or evidence to base my claim upon. So I'm going to pit this Fortin 4x12 against a Mesa Boogie 4x12. My buddy Alvin downstairs has one, so soon I will bring you that video. We're going to take that cabinet and unfortunately have to carry it up these big, gigantic stairs. And then we're going to put it in this room and we're going to put the two together, and I hope that you will enjoy that video. It is once again that time to wrap the video up. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and please share these videos with your friends because it greatly helps me out. Follow all my social media links down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.